Getting to know you, getting to know all about you. That is what somebody sung to my husband and I when we were at a restaurant, and they saw us looking in each other's eyes. This comedian friend of ours in the restaurant started to sing that over us. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a tiny bit about my husband and my dating. Okay, so my husband went prematurely gray and prematurely bald. Okay, just a little bit. In the beginning of our marriage, he had tufts. You know, he had little strands going down. Now he's, come here, honey, come here. Come here, just come here for a minute. Take off your hat. Take off your hat. Okay, you see that beautiful bald head? I love him I love you just the way you are. Okay. Anyway, so, okay, so his mother wanted so much that I liked him. She didn't realize that I already liked him. That she said, okay, we have to put, she found, that's when Rogaine just came out. I think it was Rogaine. We were going out on our first date, a double date, right? And so she said to him, come over here, I have a product for you. Remember I told you that she's all into plastic surgery and into looks? She was, bless her heart. Anyway, so she said, okay, all we have to do is put this on your forehead and you'll grow hair on the very actual night of our dating, our first date. So he arrives to pick me up, and his whole forehead is bright red. The poor thing, it didn't grow him any hair. All it did was burn his forehead. I do a disclaimer, sorry Rogaine, you're probably a very good product, okay? And you probably work for other people. But my husband was meant to be bald, and I love him just the way he is. So what else? Oh yeah, so we started to, okay, I think I told you, this is 87. We went out on a double date on November 5th. On November 6th, which was a Sunday, we went to the movies, but beforehand we went by and visited his mother in the emergency room, and then she fell in love with me, and then on November 7th, she told him in the morning, she called him up and she said, she is the one, she is the one. She'd never said that about anybody else. So I had his mother's approval and the first meeting, and we ended up being extremely close. But anyway, then that night, that Monday night after, on the 7th, afterwards, that's when we had eyes for each other. The song was sung, and then he, that night we went over and we were just hanging out in his apartment, just sitting on the couch talking, and I don't even know how it happened. But we just knew that we were going to get married, and I don't know who said it first, who said it second, I just don't know. But then, so then we knew we were going to get married. Then on November 21st, his mom had a very nice ring, and she took it with him, said, I want to trade this in so that you can get an engagement ring. And she got me, they went and got this, and then November 21st, which is very amazing because we didn't plan it out that way. His birthday is February 21st. My birthday is October 21st, and we ended up getting married on May 21st, but without him even realizing that all those dates added up, he got down on one knee and he asked me to marry him officially. We already knew. And then we called my family, who was actually, they lived all over the country, like in my parents lived in Oregon, my sister lived in Oregon, and my brother lived in Aspen, Colorado, but my grandmother, who was like the matriarch, lived here, and so she ended up inviting, it was just a coincidence, well, you know, there are no coincidences, that everybody was going to be there for Christmas. And so on Christmas Day, he picked me up and we headed over to my grandmother's house, and he met the family. And my father then had a very nice talk with him, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's what happened. And then I think that we took advantage of my parents being there. Oh my goodness, wait till you hear this. We took advantage of them being there, and my mother and my new mother-in-law, future mother-in-law, and I went hunting for the wedding gown and for all of the things for the wedding. So we took advantage, even though, because then they were going to be back in Oregon, so we did it all over the Christmas holidays. But guess what happened? Okay, I have to say, Jose and I abstained. You know, we never wanted to, we wanted to do it, you know, the way we felt was right, okay? And so we abstained, and, but the thing is that I get car sick, right? And so I was preferring my elders, and I let my mom and my future mother-in-law sit in the front, and I was in the back. And you know, I can't do that without getting car sick. So we were tooling around, and I got sicker and sicker and sicker. My mother-in-law told me later that she was sure that I was pregnant. She was sure. She was sure that I was pregnant, and that's why I was feeling sick. But no, my firstborn ended up coming one month before our first anniversary. So it figures out. Anyway, so you know a little bit more about what happened, and probably next time I will tell you about the births. I had some pretty dramatic but good, wonderful births. Okay, that's all. Bye.